Hello. This is Stick Empire's video. It's about a chaos strategy that I like to call a 5-miner open. So this is a non-standard chaos open. I just played against it a lot today. ThePubster really likes this build. I played against it with Antis also. And it gave me a lot of losses, but he gives me a lot of losses anyways. Because he's just better than me. But yeah, so this will be a video about the 5-miner open. It's a chaos build against order. Okay. I don't think it's super good, but it's really interesting to analyze. So we'll be doing a bit of that. I was also made aware of the Stick Empire's community on Bilibili. The Chinese audiences are putting up some pretty big numbers on the Bilibili videos and Stick Empires, so I thought I'd make it a little more international, this upload. So I'll try to upload this on Bilibili or something with Chinese subtitles. You could spread the education internationally and stuff, so yeah. So this will be hopefully maybe the first English language video of Stick Empires on Bilibili, like uploaded with intent to be uploaded on Bilibili. So that'll be pretty cool. But okay, I'm just gonna show you some matches where the 5-miner strat was used. So what is it? The opening 500 gold are still spent. 2 miners and 2 crawlers. Okay, that doesn't change. Well, what changes is what you get with your first 150 gold. So the first 150 gold, you get another miner. Okay. So that's not standard. That's not a standard chaos build, okay? The standard chaos build, instead of the miner here, you get like, this is a standard. The standard chaos build, you do the same opening, and then instead you get crawler here. The standard chaos opening, you don't cut crawlers. Okay, you try to keep a consistent production of crawlers. And no miners unless you have the excess money. Okay? But in this game, and most of the games Antis played against me today, and all the games Pubster played against me today, the strat is you get a 5th miner. That's why it's called the 5th miner, 5-miner strat. Is you get a 5th miner, and you get it early. As early as you can. While making 2 crawlers. And then the strategy is you don't go up higher than 2 crawlers before making bombers. So you have 2 crawlers out right now and you start making bombers. Okay? And you do the usual, like you try to contest tower for as long as possible. You stall out. You don't lose any of these crawlers. And then you hit them with the goal of the strategy is to hit them in their base with 2 crawlers and 3 bombers at least. You want to be able to guarantee an archer kill at the very least. If you don't get an archer kill or any miners, it's GG against better order players. So you need to confirm a kill onto something. Okay, so you'll see very shortly. This is exactly what Antis does. I'm playing order here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The person talking in the video was playing order, and this is a loss, by the way, for me. So, I guess the point of this analysis video is to look at how the strategies compare at the early game, and then the mid game he just outplays me, right? So he's just better. So we're not looking at that though. Okay, so here's the attack. It hits your base around like 120, 122, 123. So Antis has achieved his goal. His first goal with the strategy is to hit the order base with the 2 crawlers, 2 healthy crawlers, and 3 bombers at least. Okay, look how he's not making any more army follow up. He's only making economy from this point on. Okay. So you want to guarantee a kill here. There's 2 options right now. 2 main options. One is to kill the archer with the 3 bombs. 3 bombs are enough to one-hit kill the archer. 2 bombs are not enough to one-hit kill the archer unless you delay the bombs. But you don't have time to delay the bombs here. 2 bombers and will kill an archer as well. But you lose valuable time here, so it's all about time here. Because Order has two archers set up and 1 archer coming back, so you need to make things quick here. It's a quick little run by. Let's see what Antis chooses. He chooses to kill the archer here, and that's because the second option is to kill miners here, and we believe this is a better option than killing the archer there. The reason it's difficult to kill miners here though is because good Order players will split their miners like this. So see, I split my miner here. So if the 3 bombers, right, if the 3 bombers targeted my miners, only at most 2 of them would get hit by the blast, is the idea of a split, okay? So the win condition here, if you can kill 3 miners, then that's pretty good for Chaos. If you can kill 2 miners, I'd say it's even or slightly Order favored. Probably Order favored. And if you just kill an archer and no miners, I also believe that to be Order favored, slightly Order favored. So, in order to make this trade worth it, with 3 bombers and 2 crawlers, I'd like to see three miner deaths, or like an archer and a miner or something like that. Now better Order players will not let you hit both the miners and the archers at the same time. So notice how I see the 3 bombers running in, and I hold command my archers, so it's out of range from my miners. And I do the same thing with this archer. I make sure that Chaos cannot simultaneously hit both my archer and my miner, because if they can do that, then they basically win the game. If they take more than an archer, like an archer and a miner or something, then it's really bad for Order. But here I didn't give him that option. There was never a moment where he could kill more than 2 miners here. Now these 2 are lumped up, but by the time they're lumped up, this one I already split. So he gets away with 1 crawler. Actually, he doesn't get away with 1 crawler this game. I microed it to kill the crawler. Now that's a little bit advanced micro, because you have to manually target the crawler. You can't just target the crawler with your sword, because then the crawler can juke it. So you have to manually move up with the crawler when they do the juke move, and then target it when the moment is right. So that's a little luck based. That's a little skill too. So it's not consistent. Like, you won't consistently get that. Usually, Chaos can I think Chaos might be able to get out with the crawler. But yeah. So like I said, Chaos has a full eco follow-up behind this, okay? And this is a very greedy strategy from Chaos, okay? The goal is to maximize mining potential early game, and to get a quick kill and quickly disrupt Order's economy or army with that quick 3 bomber strike. And now the follow-up will be wings, Eclipsers, to defend his base. So as Order, I don't get as much damage in as I'd like to have gotten. That's because this is shuffling his miners pretty well. I get some mining time disturbed here, which is good. That's some value, but I don't get any kills, what I would like. And now from here on out, is not as important for the focus of this video. I mean, I'll let it play out. So I'm doing some nice pressuring against the Chaos player here. But Antis responding with a 2-wing and the muscle. So this is usually what Chaos players, at least this is what the Pubster will do against Sword Archer pressure into the 5 miner strat. Is you get wings and you get bombers. The bombers to make space and then the wings for DPS. So we're trying, but yeah, stuff like that shouldn't happen. So you gotta keep your archers alive in this fight. So okay, I mean the rest of the game is kind of less important, but right, that's okay. So the rest of the game is less important, but that's the basic strategy. Okay. I did get a win here, but it wasn't a real win. Like Antis just messed up. So it's not really worth watching this too much. He did the same strategy, the 5 miner strategy, and he does the same thing with 3 bombs. But this is what could potentially go wrong with this strategy. Okay, I guess I'll show you some weaknesses, I guess. So you got the two crawler, 3 bomber here. Alright, make sure your bombs don't die before they hit. And now we're in the same situation, right? And this time he decides to only use 2 bombs on the archer. Okay? This is not enough to guarantee a kill on the archer because the bombers weren't spaced out. They hit the archer at roughly the same time. So the archer will live. So you gotta keep that in mind, okay? So what I should really be doing is I should keep my archer in the same position it was over here and just hold command it, because his crawlers are going in deeper into my territory to try to kill this archer. Now I snipe it, but if I hold command my archer here, it will still die to the crawlers, but it'll take the crawlers longer. It'll take the crawlers longer to get to it, like from here to there, versus from here to like right there where they start attacking. Okay. So, same situation. He lost both his crawlers and all 3 bombers, and he traded them for 1 archer. And some of my attention, like I had to split a miner. So same thing here, right? Now the mistake Antis made in this game was he made 1 extra miner. He delayed the Eclipser, so the Eclipser at this point should like already be coming out or very close to finishing. So he's not at all prepared to defend this attack. So this attack is very important as a Chaos player to defend this attack. After your 3 bomber play into the Order's base, a good Order player will attack because he knows that you have no army, right? So Antis didn't do a good job of shuffling players. He was like away from the keyboard. So this is not normally how Antis would play, but it goes to show you, if you don't defend this attack well, then things can go wrong for you. So I get 3, 1, 2, and then this is. And so I'd consider this position as a pretty winning position. So right, so Antis, the Chaos player, only has 7 miners. Well, I have also 7, but I also have tower, and I have a comparable army, if not a better army. Okay? So, I'd say I'm ahead in this position. Now we can watch a little bit of this. This game goes on for 12 more minutes, or 11 more minutes. So Antis does a very good job holding the position. And at times he's probably even winning in this game. But that has less to do with the strategy than how we play as players. So Antis is a hard player to beat. Again, he gets an archer kill, which he shouldn't be getting. But yeah. So after this point, you'll see the Chaos players a lot of the time. They'll do wing and jug plays. Sorry, wing and bomber plays. Sometimes the Juggernaut involved. At least the Guinness does a ThePubster. You know, this is what most of them will do. There is a mix-up with deads that I'll show you real quick. There's a few mix-up. You can do crawler upgrades. So yeah, this game goes on for a while. I mean, if you want to watch it, actually, you can't see the whole link. Okay, screw it. So I'm gonna show you this deads. Hopefully this is deads. Oh no, this is the crawler upgrade variant. So it's the same strategy. You have 5 miner open. This is a different game. Except this time, Antis is gonna do. Antis is gonna do something a little bit different here. He's putting 2 on mana, 3 on mana, 4 on mana. So he's getting a lot of mana, right? And he's using that to get cat upgrades. So same opening, but now this is a variant. Scouting the cat upgrades here is a little bit trickier to do. I'd say Chaos has 1 less miner than they should have at this moment, but that's a little bit tricky to see. So I didn't scout it in this game, and I got punished for it. I was playing too aggressively. So the reason why this may be a good mix-up is because after you detonate your 3 bombs in Order's base, Order will play aggressively here to try to punish you for having no army. So one thing you can do is hide your cats here, and pretend like you're going to defend with like a Juggernaut or something like that. But in reality, you just want to lure Order as close to your base as possible, so that when your upgrades kick in, then you can So already I see 3 crawlers, and then I see no jug and stuff. It's a little bit suspicious for me, but I don't decide to. I take the risk here. And so it's already over. Alright. This predatory edge, the speed upgrades kicks in, and Pac-Man is about to hit soon after. Yeah, that's good. That's GG over there. That's game over there. What else? There's 2 games against Pubster. Both of these I should have won. I mean, this one I did win, but this one, the same 5 miner strat. And I outplay the strat, but I lose to some other stuff. But we can see how this goes down. So this is a different player. This is the ThePubster, also a very good player. And he's a big advocate of the 5 miner strategy. Now this is not widely adopted, but it is an alternate mix-up strategy, right? So this is not a standard strategy, but it's a little bit of a mix-up strategy that you could use to throw off opponents. It can be dangerous if an order player gets a little bit greedy and sort of pushes in with an archer here or something. It can be pretty good against early game order aggression, like builds that. This is a standard order versus chaos build, but more aggressive builds might have you build more swords or more archers earlier, and so this can surprise people pushing with small armies. The same thing here. Notice that Pubster is ecoing up hard behind this. And so what does he get here? So this is a pretty good minor split. Here. It's not minor split, I actually just went back home. But he gets pretty low value for that. He loses all his crawlers and all his bombers, but for only one miner, which is pretty bad. I'd say that is not a trade that I would be okay with taking. And so I realized that, and I go all in army here. So I'm getting very few I'm getting very little economy here, and the reason is that I believe that Chaos did not. I can win the game like right here is basically what I'm thinking, because I feel like Chaos messed up a little bit here, and so I want to punish. So I'm not making. I'm making an extra archer, and so the Pubster gets out the wing for defense. He's doing a good job shuffling his miners around too. He does end up losing me, and he saves his sword. Okay, so I get 2 miners here. So this is a pretty good position for me. Okay. Now what am I doing behind it? Again, I'm playing pretty aggressively. I'm making an army. I got my 4 archers here. Yeah, I'm gonna eco behind this. I'm making swords, I'm making archers. So I'm trying to end the game early. Okay, and he's trying to defend or get something going. Bomber and then the crawler. Sorry, bomber and the archer. Wing archer. So that's a nice little dodge by him. I get another minor kill here. So far I'm pretty ahead. I'd say I'm comfortably ahead, and he would have to play pretty well from this point in time to come back against this. You can see he just has very little money here, and he has to use that to buy defenses in here. So yeah, so this is where the strategy can go wrong. If you're playing against an order player that knows how to punish and you don't get enough value with your 3 bombers here, things can go wrong. It's pretty risky. I'd say it's a pretty aggressive, greedy strategy. But the Pubster seems to think it's solid. So there's a little bit of disagreement there. So we'll have to play more matches to see. Yeah, so this is pretty tough. This is a pretty good snipe from me. And that basically seals the game a little bit. It's pretty hard to do anything from here on out, I'd say. Now, the Pubster makes it work for a little while. He's a tricky player to play against for sure. He's got his bomb and Joe going, which can be pretty devastating to the archers. But he only gets 2. I mean, 2 is quite a lot, but you know, that's not enough to come back from killing like 4 miners and a wing there. So that's a pretty good trade for me. Now I'm just chipping away at his Juggernaut so that he has to be forced back and I take tower again. Right now my eco's significantly better than Chaos. Mostly because he's unable to mine from the second row. So if I push in here, and I have had tower for most of the game.
Spartans, go!
So he has zero gold here, no mining time here for like a good 10 seconds until he gets his Juggernaut out. So, you know, this is just I'm pretty far ahead here. So this is how the strategy can go wrong. I mean, I won't play out this. It's not really as interesting. Maybe I'll do it on like hyper speed.
Spartans!
This is pretty nice. You can snipe wings right with these archers. It's pretty doable. You just need to be diligent about your zero. So that's the big disadvantage of it. So this is one thing that Chaos players can do as a last ditch attempt. Is this like run by? And I'd suggest, if you're this far ahead, I'd suggest just getting a wall here anyways, just to secure your grasp on tower, because this stuff can be pretty scary. So that's a pretty good split. I found the archers he was targeting, and meanwhile 2 of his Juggernauts die, so should have been 3, but I didn't get that. This is a completely winning position. Just have too much DPS. That can be bad though. So I could have lost 2, but maybe only 1 archer there, but this guy is doing some heavy. The tower spawn ghost is doing some heavy damage. I mean, he killed 1 miner. He's about to kill another. So I'm winning the fight here too, but no, I want to take a look. Take a second to highlight this guy. This guy kills a jug. Here. Sorry, a miner. Okay, GG. So yeah, so it's an interesting strategy. I don't think it's that good, but ThePubster believes it is. So we'll have to see. Antis did get wins against me, multiple wins against me using that strategy. So it's not an instant loss strategy, but again, Antis is better than me, so I'm not sure how the strategy scales, but I don't know, I just wanted to talk about this. This is interesting. You don't see this strategy very often. Pubster is really the only player that I know that is a really big advocate of the strategy, so I just thought I'd share it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Okay, GG.